Today I'm doing a VR, which is going to be a viewer request video on how I do my powder charges and check them on my scale with the Lyman Brassmith. And that's coming up next here on Jesse B Outdoors Reloading. Welcome back everybody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below if you like videos like this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I check the powder charge in my Lyman Brassmith here. A question's come up, and I've had quite a few questions questioning the way I do this. And it's not a bad questioning. People just don't understand. So I'm going to show them what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the camera over here to the desk here, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now we're at the desk here. Never mind the lighting here. The main thing I'm trying to get is you guys to see the scale here. So what I got over here is I've got different pieces of brass here. I don't know if I can get this to focus in with the bad lighting. But what we got here is a RMP. There you can kind of see it. Next piece of brass we got here is a WW. Then we have this one here, if it'll focus in, this one is a Winchester. There you can kind of see it. This one we got here is a Starline. And then the next one we got here is going to be a AP. So these are all different brass, different primers in it. Usually when I reload, I got mixed range brass. And I think this is part of what's confusing people with what I do. Try to get this to focus back in here so we could see the scale here. Now when we measure every single one of these, we're going to get a different measurement. We got 1093. This one we got 114.4. This one we've got 113.3. And this one we've got 112.7. And then this one we got 121.8. Now what a lot of people see me do is they see me do a powder charge in the case and then come over here and put it on. What they don't understand is I'm zeroing this out to the case. So that's giving me my charge. What I do is no different than putting a pan on like most people do. We're going to put the pan on here. You can see 115.5. We're going to tear that out. Now it went back to 0. I'm going to come over here and get my powder charge real quick. Put my powder charge on there. And you can see we got 5.4 grains. So now what I do that confuses people is I'm going to put this into one of these cases here. So we're going to take our funnel here. I got a bad camera angle on it, but right there is my leaf funnel. We're going to put that charge in here. Now what we're going to do is put this on there, and of course it says 0.6 because it ain't right because I didn't zero my case out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this back in the pan, and we're going to get our powder charge back here just to show you guys where it's at. We got 5.4. Now what I do when I get my powder charge, I put my case on there. Actually, let's zero this out. That way we're at an even thing. Now what I do is I put my case on there, which we saw 109.4. I'm going to zero that out. And when I zero that out and then I do my powder charge, we're going to see that it says 5.4. So now what I'm going to do when I check again, usually I come back and the scale shuts off, so it's going to be at 0. I'm going to tear this piece of brass, which we already know weighs different than the other piece. We're just going to take that exact same powder charge we just had, dump it in there. Now we're going to put this over here, and we're going to put that on there. 5.4 grains. We're going to set that off to the side again. Zero it out. Put my piece of brass on there. Zero that out. Put our funnel on there. Dump this piece in. Now we're done with that piece of brass. And we're going to go to this one. And we should have 5.4. I might be losing a little bit of it from swapping out, not getting it all of it in, but you guys get the point here. So if we did it again, I would zero it out. I got to zero my piece of brass out. That's the main thing here. You got to zero your piece of brass out. Dump all that powder in. Now it's zeroed to the case. So now we can see 5.3. I didn't lose any powder on that charge. The main thing is every time I do this, I'm going to shut my scale off. Because usually I do it in middle of reloading, so the scale shuts off. So you're going to turn it back on. And of course it's going to be at 0 when you turn it back on. So you got to put your piece of brass on there. Zero your piece of brass. And then do your powder charge. Now we can put that on there. And then there's our powder charge. Hopefully this clears up a little misconception of what people have when they see me reloading in my reloading videos. They think I'm reloading or doing this off of the case. And yes, I know the cases are all different weights here. I know all that. That's why I zero the case out. Then I know what my powder charge is. It is no different than putting a pan on here and zeroing the pan out. Hopefully that clears some stuff up. Like I said, I had a couple questions where people wanted to know how I do my powder charge, and then I had people say my powder charges aren't correct because I'm using the brass and the brass weighs different weights. That's because I'm tearing it out, so now you guys know. Let's go back up on top. So I hope that clears it up for you guys how I do my charges here and weigh them out to get the right charge to know where I'm at on this stuff. I know there was some confusion on it, and then I got some new reloaders that watch the channel, and they had questions about it, so I figured I'd make this quick little VR video to show you guys this. That's what I want to do, is I want to help you guys where I can. I don't know everything about reloading, but if you got a question and I know the answer to it, I do want to help you, and that's why I do these VR videos. This is the second one I've done so far, because people want to know something, and I wanted to show them how to do it, or at least the way I do it. That way they know how. But that's why some people get confused, because they just see me putting the brass on this, and they're like, no, your charge is off, because every piece of brass is a different weight. That's why we hit the tear button on here, tear the piece of brass out, just like you would the pan, to get it completely zero, to know what your powder charge is. Hope this video helps you guys that had the questions, or people who thought I was doing it wrong. Hopefully this helps you out to understand what I'm doing now. So hopefully that cleared it up for you. So don't forget to check the links out down below. Down there I have links to Axel Hearing Protection, Gators Eyewear, and a bunch of other companies I like dealing with. Some got discount codes to save you guys money. Others are affiliate accounts that do help out the channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. We are One Nation Under God, and I'll see you all on the next one.